Alrighty, what is up, everybody? And today's video is going to be a little bit different. I thought for the 100 subscriber and celebration, I was going to do a complete 2.5 year gym progression video. Don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't think it'll be too long, maybe 10 minutes at most. But without further ado, let's get started. So basically, at the start of my gym journey, it was like February of 2024. As you can see, I was not the biggest yet, obviously, as I would get. But like even since when I was younger, I would always have a little bit of like kind of muscle. Like I was pretty chubby when I was little. Um and I was just getting sick and tired of it. So I decided one day to just go to the gym. I'd seen so many like characters, movie characters, anime characters, video game characters, like all jacked and everything, and I wanted to be like that. But anyway, yeah. So around this was February of 2024. Yeah, back then I was still a little bit chubby. Obviously, I was still getting into the gym, but yeah, I was feeling good. I was feeling motivated. I liked the gym. I liked this new thing that I was going to every single day. But anyway, we move on to around March to April of 2024, and that this is actually around the time where I started my gym account on Instagram and TikTok. I just thought I would start it up because why not? I wanted to post it. I was already like hooked onto the gym even within like a month or two going into it. Like I was pretty consistent because I was still going to I had tennis practice. It was like my sophomore year, so it was good. It was a good time. I had a couple lifting buddies. Ben started going too around this time, and he went a couple times before I did, but he never really went consistently. I started going more consistently, but he started to tag along, so that was good. That's how we started lifting. So now I'm gonna move on to around summer of 2024. And the summertime is the best time for the gym. You have so much more time, especially in high school, to go to the gym, and you also had that free summer pass. And so it was good. Me, Ben would go, a couple of my buddies started going. It was a really good time. I missed that time around the gym. That's when I also started wearing a hat too. It was like the Superman hat that I got all the way back in 8th grade from Six Flags. I would wear that until I got my normal black Superman hat that you guys know and love today. Later in the summer, but yeah, no, it was a good time. June, July, and August. I was getting lean because I was starting to do cardio every single day too. I would run for like 25 minutes, literally every single day before I lifted, and I think that helped me get pretty lean. I was also starting to kind of watch what I eat around that time too. So then we started to move on to around fall of 2024. And now September and October was honestly the skinniest that I had ever gotten. And I think a big part of that was because I ended up getting my braces, which you guys obviously see me wear all the time now. They should be coming off soon, hopefully. Can't wait. Um, but yeah, I ended up getting braces around then, and I just was so skinny. Um, like I just was on a cut. I was on a really big cut, and as you could see, like I think honestly, I may have been skinnier than Ben was or Ben is around the time now, because obviously you guys know that I'm bigger than Ben. But honestly, I think I was honestly smaller than him around this time. Which I mean, I was still pretty good because I couldn't even bench like 2 plates on the Smith machine. So on flat bench. So, but yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like being that skinny. So later I started to bulk up. So now we move on to around December to January, or December of 2024 to January of 2026. Well, I'll put a little bit of November in here too. But yeah, November 1st was like the official start of like that winter, um arc. Yeah, those winter arcs, I'm telling you. Um, no, but it was good. So, winter time, so November, I was starting to bulk up a little bit. Started easing into the bulk. December, I fully started bulking. Then that January, I finally saw like the big results. I was no longer too skinny, like I had gotten. Now I actually had some mass on me. I was able to bench 2 plates on the Smith machine, but unfortunately, I was not at that 225 bench yet. I was working there though. I was getting there. We were on a non-stop grind. So I was working on there. Um, and yeah, the gym, I was starting to get into it. I had a full on split. I was doing good. And now we move on to around like March till like May of 2025. And now around this time, this was like towards the end of like my junior year. So I was already getting more experience with the gym. And around this time too is when I discovered the low exposure method. And now I am with the low exposure method because I think that that's a good way to really show off your like muscles, like the good definitions and angles. And it was actually my buddy Danny who showed me that method, and I think it's good. Maybe one of these days I'll do a pump without the low exposure because I still look jacked even without the low exposure. I just think low exposure looks pretty good. But anyway, yes, around this time, it was a good time during the gym. I have a lot of nostalgia around this time. It was pretty cool. Um, yeah, I had all the buddies. All the buddies were starting to get into lifting. It was about to be summer break. We were all having a good time. And now we move on to around late May to early June of my lifting career. And honestly, I think that that's the best, one of the best that I've ever looked, in my opinion. I really liked how I looked around this time. And now we move on to around summer of 2025. And this is also one of my favorite looks. I think I was the most perfectly like lean to jacked ratio that I've ever looked. And that leads into September of 2025 with the beginning of the school year. I loved how I looked around this time. I still like how I look right now. It's just I'm still a little bulky right now. Just wait until I cut down. I'm gonna look even better than I did around this time. But yeah, this last summer I was looking really good. Um, I also went on a trip to Wisconsin Dells a couple times that summer and recorded that video that's playing right now. Um, but yeah, no. Then the school year started up. I still started getting more jacked, but leaning into the winter time, I started bulking up a little bit, and you can definitely tell in these clips and videos that I am looking a little bit more bulkier. But yeah, no. During the winter, I think I was doing pretty good. Especially back in December, I wasn't too bulky compared to how I am now. That's when I was just kind of starting up that little bulk. And yeah, no, I was doing pretty good. I also remember during that winter time, that's when I really started getting into a lot of like old Rich Piana videos. Like Rich Piana, he's one of my favorite bodybuilders, and he's another big kind of inspiration for like those car talk videos. Before like I start off the lift, like Sam Sulik also inspired that too. But now we are going to move on to around spring of 2026. So yeah, this was around like March to May of this last year. This was my senior year. I was graduating and I was ready to move on, from being that high school lifter to now just becoming a basically full time, well, part time lifter, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, now that takes us to present day with my YouTube channel. And I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support and everything that I've been getting and just the subscriber growth that I've been getting. It really means a lot to me. Um, and I hope to continue motivating people and getting people in the gym and just figuring out what to do, Um, that's just my goal with this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And once again, I'm so grateful for over 100 subscribers from you guys. It really means a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.